It's live now.
Good morning, true formers. We are here, live, coming at you from this beautiful hotel.
Oh, look up there. I'm always looking at the computer because there's always so much going on, like cameras and computer and phone and so many places to look.
Mm-hmm. But now we only have two places.
I suppose you're right. Dos. But we're telling me Spanish.
How's that going for you?
Pretty well. Bonito. Is that beautiful?
Yes, it is.
It's going beautiful. All right, so today we wanted to do a live show for our morning show, for our D&D show, and a little impromptu live show. So today we want to talk about thoughts become things. I'm reading the book, The Secret, right now, and it's just so good. And I wanted to share some things with you from the book, but also some things, I don't know, from personal experience, I guess.
Sure.
And then, of course, we have a funny fun fact to start with. But we have the book to share with you and then a quote to end it off.
Sounds like a good show.
It will be a good show.
We had Angie jump in here. She said, "Good morning, guys."
Hey, Angie.
And we have someone else in there. I got some reason. So we're using Ecamm Live and for the recording, and it's not showing up as it usually does.
The comments are showing up.
Yeah. So we'll make do.
Make it work.
But
That's what we do.
Before we get into our fun fact, we took you guys along our journey, our members anyways, down the West Coast Trail.
Yes.
So we're going to put together a short snippet kind of video for that. But we've been traveling for kind of last 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
And we're kind of excited to get more of a longer term place. We've been bouncing around a bit, but as you can tell, we're in this. This is the hotel, and I think it's cool. Like right now, we're in Redondo Beach, and it's like old school, like brown and orange, and like reminds me of like what year would that be? Like 70s movie?
Probably 70s. Maybe
movie.
60s. I don't know. Maybe you can help us out.
Yeah. But anyways, it's cool, and we're excited to be here. We're here in Los Angeles, as most of you know. We come here for the summer, so we're excited to be here and do a show. And get things rocking here this summer. Yeah,
everything we've been doing has been, since we got here, is focusing on like finding a place, right? Mm-hmm. So now it's like, we can finally get to work.
Yeah, super excited to get into it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how we have been missing doing our work.
Yeah, we do love to work, and that's not. Often people will say, "Well, we can tell that you really love what you do because you guys are good at it." But I think that if you're passionate about something and you really enjoy it, then you have to be good at it as well. You don't have to worry about. Early on in our careers, we were like, "Are we good at this? Or are we sharing the right information?" But I think as we progress, our confidence increases, and so does our love of what we do.
Mm-hmm. So let's start off with the fun fact, Drew. Do you want to explain the fun fact?
Oh my gosh. So as we said, we have been we've been going in and out of hotels or Airbnbs or wherever that may be. And in Dorothy's defense, we were in a bit of a sketchy area.
So what happened was we were hanging out with friends at the beach all day, and we waited a little bit too long to find our next stop. We waited till about 8 o'clock at night to find a hotel. And it's Saturday night in Los Angeles, and we kind of didn't really think about it, right, until it was time to put our heads down. And then we're looking at places to book for that night, and everything was booked up. So we ended up staying in this one hotel that was a little bit of a sketchy area. The hotel was just fine. The room was fine. Everything was fine that way. But the area, not so good.
Oh, that was this. I was like, what is that noise? It's a bit. It was a bit sketchy for sure. So, anyways, I left the hotel room to go check on the vehicle.
While I was in the bathroom, and it, just so you know, it was very early in the morning. So I wasn't even awake yet, and you know, you go for your little you go to the bathroom to do what you need to do in the morning. Drew leaves while I'm in the bathroom, doesn't tell me. Important information there.
I found out how important it was. So I come in the room, like I just open up the room, and there was this shriek that I will never be able to fully explain. It was like the shriek of someone, I don't even know, I don't even want to say, it was like something from a horror movie. It was like this shriek, and I had like this flash of like, I thought I was in the wrong room. I thought someone was being like attacked. I thought like there was a horror movie on the TV. It was like an instant. It was an instant. And all this rush was going on. I thought I was in the wrong room. And then I looked up, and then it was just Dorothy was just standing there. Shrieking. And I was like, what is going on?
He scared me so bad because when I went in the bathroom, he was still laying in bed. So I'm half asleep. I don't have my glasses on. And when I don't wear my glasses, I can't see very well. So I like half asleep come out of the bathroom thinking that Drew's still in bed. And then the door like flings open and I'm like, ah!
Yeah, it didn't fling open. I opened it like a regular person. And that
flung open.
And that pretend scream wasn't close to the noise. I could never replicate it. It was the craziest noise that I've ever heard come out of a human.
I thought it was a stranger coming in the room. Stranger, danger. I'm like, danger!
Oh my gosh. She wasn't like, Drew, help! She was like, ah! And I was like, what's going on? Am I in the wrong room?
It's a little bit of excitement. And then, when you get yourself so worked up that you cry? Yeah, that happened. I was like, you scared me!
Oh, man.
So that's the fun fact.
That was our excitement. So we have Louise jumped in here. Morning, Louise. And then
Louise.
Dawn jumped in here as well.
Hey, Dawn.
We have a few more as well watching. So if you're here with us, let us know so we can say hi and so we can know you're here with us. I feel like we've had a bit of a disconnection with you guys because we were traveling. Some places we had no service, no internet at all.
No service and no internet.
We like ran through our data like the first 2 days we were gone.
It was interesting because without your data, right, you don't have the maps. So we went old school.
We actually had a map.
We had map because we had no data.
Which was kind of fun.
It was fun.
But then we were bouncing around. We've been bouncing around to a couple different places here, so that's been kind of on our minds more than anything. So sometimes we would have a bit of internet or data. We've been going to the library here, which we love. We love
the library here. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's huge, first of all. It has everything you need, but it has different levels, like a top floor, a bottom floor, and these amazing windows that are like ceiling to floor, and you look out and it's palm trees and sunshine.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But what I was saying, I was just saying that. So we've been trying to catch up on work because we've been traveling down the coast and haven't been able to sit down and do things like plan programs or schedule people in for things that we're not around for. So anyways, we're very close to being settled and situated where we can get back to normal.
Yes.
So anyways, that's where we're at right now. And I've said I feel like we're a bit disconnected with you guys because we're always so close. But anyways, here we are. And let's rock this show.
Let's rock it. So we want to talk about today how our thoughts become things. And it's pretty interesting because Drew has been trying to get me to read this book, The Secret, forever. And I thought he was looking for books about marketing or whatever at the library, business books.
Whatever. Boring books.
Business books at the library. And this book was in the mix, on when he was looking for books.
Let me jump in here. I came back with a stack of 5 or 6 books. And this library is amazing. It has all these crazy, beautiful books.
Any book you want, it has it.
Yeah. Or they'll get in the next day if they don't have it. So anyways, I bring all this big pile of books over, and Dorothy's like, great! You're going to be reading books for the next year. And then I was like, just wait! I have one for you. And I pulled it out, and I gave it to her. And I was like, because I'm trying to get her to read it for a while now. And I was like, well, And I really think that books find us.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, here it is. I found it. I was like, maybe you'll read it now.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's funny because how Drew says that books find us. But I was telling Drew, you know what? Like, you have been trying to get me to read this book for so long, but I wasn't ready for it. And now I am ready for it. So that is why it's just the perfect timing right now for it. Because sometimes you open a book and you just can't get into it because I don't think it's the right time yet for it. It's not probably because it's a bad book. It's probably just not the right time for that book in your life. But this is definitely the right time right now. So it was so interesting because it was a little frustrating when we first got here because we were trying to find a place, and of course we wanted it to happen that day we got here. So we truly, this is going to sound crazy, but we truly expected to arrive here and then the next day have a place. Like that was our expectation, which is totally unrealistic, right? Because it takes so much time to set up appointments, view places, and yada yada yada. So it only took about a week, which felt like forever, but really a week to find a place, not very long at all.
Right.
But anyway, so throughout this experience, this book says that I was thinking that we're never gonna get a place, and it's all gonna fall through. And I said, Drew, at one point I'm like, Drew, we have to make this work because we're not going home. It's a little dramatic, but in the book,
like the shriek.
In the book, it talks about that you have to, or the way that you help me out. You have to truly feel. I need help.
You need to feel like your emotions really need to connect with your thoughts and wants and needs. So if you really want something, you have to feel that emotion and excitement, and you actually have to see it happening. And I think the main topic of our show, being thoughts become things, is that we need to feel them, think them, feel them, and then they can become into reality.
Mm-hmm. So our feelings is what we think, and then what we think becomes our life. So what we put out into the universe, and it's just so interesting because it's so true. Because if you're feeling bad or negative things, your thoughts are negative, and what happens is more negative things. But if we have good feelings, then our thoughts will be positive and good thoughts, and good things will happen to us. And a lot of times it's like, well, when I am feeling bad or sad or, all of those negative emotions, then how can I get to feeling good so that I can have good thoughts and good things will come? And the thing that you can do is think, or that I've been doing is think about a time, or think about somebody, or think about a vacation, or think about something that truly made you happy, and relive that event, or relive that in your mind, and then you'll feel good. And then when we feel good, good thoughts come, and that's what we put into the universe, is those good thoughts, and that's what will come back to us.
Yeah, I love that, and that's something that I think we live by. And whether we know it or not, personally, and then we teach that as well. Thoughts become things. Like that's why we talk about positive affirmations, for example. Like it's important to put positive words around your house, and the same thing with pictures and visualizations. It's so important to put happy pictures. Like when we're in Canada, we have a picture of the beach because we love the beach and it makes us feel better. Mm-hmm. And then we have positive affirmations when people come into our house. The first thing they see is the first thing they say is, I love your little
notes,
positive words that are around your plants and around your mirrors. Like those are important. So the things, and I would take that a step further, because I feel like when the Secret came out, everyone's like this huge craze. Most people have heard about it. Most people have read it, I feel. But I feel like there's a missing link with the action. I feel like a lot of times people are like, I'm just going to sit here and think and believe positive things. But when it comes to feeling, like when you feel positive things, and we start to think positive things, and we speak positive things, then that all works us towards taking positive action. And without that action, I think you really miss the most important part. But it really starts with that feeling, and then the thoughts that we think and the words that we speak turn into the actions that we create every single day, which is our lives.
Mm-hmm. And it has to, well, it's important, I should say, it doesn't have to, but it's important for all of these things to be in a positive phrase, I suppose. You don't want to use you don't want to. But don't, like, the universe or whatever doesn't understand don'ts or no's or can'ts. Because if you say something like, I don't want to argue anymore, well, what it's really hearing is, I want to argue, right? I want to argue and keep arguing, right? So making sure that we put things into positive I guess, phrases as well.
Yeah, and that goes back to the words that you're saying, like the words that we speak, like those turn into actions. And I think that if we can understand, like sometimes I hear the things that people say about themselves, and I'm like, I can't believe, like we say things about ourselves that we would never say about our worst enemy, and like those become reality. Like I hate this about myself, or I'm overweight, I have no confidence. We say these things about ourselves, and they become reality because we continually say them over and over again. We start to believe that, we start to feel it, and then our actions take us towards those things. So we don't. So I heard about this individual that would put mirrors above their body because they never wanted to see their body, and like that's not going to bring you closer to the body image that you want to create. So those are all things that we need to work towards through actions and words and what we think in our minds.
And we always talk about how important environment is as well at True Form, and finding that positive environment. And why we love our True Form family so much is because we have created that energy and that positive, safe place. But it's important too to know that if you are with a person or in a friendship with a person that is continually being negative like that, and you are in that conversation with them, agreeing with them, and kind of alongside with them, allowing it, that's the right word, allowing that conversation or those things to happen, then you're involved in that, right? Even if it's not your situation, not your story, but you're there allowing it to happen, then you're taking on all of the negative energy as well. So It's really important to pay attention to who we are surrounding ourselves with.
Yeah, you basically accept that in your life and as a part of your life, and that's only going to continue. So that's why we need to. That's one of the deep-rooted reasons why we say you need to change your environment. And if people are dragging you down, whether it's friends or family, you need to find a way to move away from them because they're just going to continue to drag you down through thoughts and emotions and then actions. So that's makes a big difference in your life.
It does. Thoughts become things.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Keep it positive out there.
What's next?
We're going to end off with a quote.
Okay.
Are you ready to end?
I'm ready. I feel like we just got going, but our morning shows are a bit shorter than our hour live shows.
Usually our live shows on Friday are an hour, so 20 minutes does feel short.
Dallas just jumped in here. Good morning, Dallas.
Hey, Dallas.
We're talking about thoughts become things.
Just in time for the quote.
That's right. What do you got for us?
So one of the quotes or one of the mantras or positive things that I've been putting out there this week has been about patience, because we often expect things to happen for us right away. Or, for example, I was doing some meditation and some, what do you call that? Visualization. Drew and I do a lot of visualization about a place that we were looking at. I did that in the morning, and we were seeing this place in the afternoon, and I truly thought, because I did my visualization, my meditation about it, that was going to be the place, because I did my meditation, my visualization. That's kind of worked out, because I did it. And then, of course, it didn't work out. So then I really had to look at what it meant, patience meant. And I came across this quote to help me out, and it was, patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting. So all week we've been working with that mantra or that quote to help us and to help us get where we want to be.
Yeah, stay positive.
Stay positive.
And understand that it takes time. Like I think we live, you know what I was thinking the other day is that health and fitness is so challenging because there's nothing we can do right now to change everything. Like we can't change everything right now. Like usually you can, if you want to go grab a burger, you can go to fast food. If you get it right now. You can go and put your food in the microwave and it'll be hot right now. Send a text message, you can usually get an answer right now.
Right away.
And it's so challenging to help other people understand that it takes time to change your body. It takes change your confidence to feel better about yourself. So in this situation, it takes time. Like we still want that instant gratification, instant results. But if you take some time and understand that visualization does take time, and so does manifesting and attracting the things that you want in your life. So it takes some time, but it'll come to you if you're patient and understand that. Keep putting those positive thoughts out there.
Just be positive.
That's right.
While waiting.
It was a good one for you this week, wasn't it?
This was a great one for me this week. You know, I was sitting at the library. Can I tell them about when I was sitting at the library like this?
I was like, what are you doing?
I was like, I don't know what, stressed or...
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know. I was feeling overwhelmed. I think overwhelmed is the right word. And I was sitting at the library and Drew's working away. And I'm totally overwhelmed about what's going on. And anyway, so I'm like, well, I'm just going to meditate. So I put my hands like this over my eyes. And I'm just breathing. And I'm meditating. And Drew's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm meditating.
I was like,
leave me alone. I'm meditating.
I was like, are you crying or are you upset? I didn't know what this big ball of hot mess was. And she's like, I'm meditating. I was like, I don't know if that's going to help you out at all.
And I was like, you just interrupted my meditation. Stop it.
In the middle of the library. Yeah. It was interesting.
And then that's when I was like, Drew, I need a quote about patience. Get it for me now. And that's the one that Drew found, and it was perfect. It worked so well this week. Yeah,
and I think, it's important to remain positive, like we talked. It's important to remain positive regardless of what's going on, because we understand thoughts become things. If you're trying to manifest things, you're trying to have things arranged properly in your life, and I really believe you can if you focus and you put your mind to things and you visualize. But you have to remain positive and optimistic if you're like trying to manifest things in your life and you're like hate everything about your life, but you're trying to get more positive things. It's not going to work out for you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Dallas said, great topic. Thanks, Dallas. And thank you guys for tuning in to another D&D morning show. We're going to wrap things up here.
Yeah, stay tuned this week because we have a few new things that'll be coming at you that we'll share with you guys.
First, of course.
Yes, first.
Once we get settled and everything, it'll be next couple of days. Will be good for us. So we'll be able to get into a routine, and we're looking forward to that.
That's right.
Stick with your morning routines.
So happy Monday. Have a great week, and we'll catch in with you later on.
Yeah. See you guys inside.
Bye.